Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Latrell. And I don't know what it is, but I've been procrastinating. I've been tweaking. I need to get up on my stuff. But today we're doing a review I should have did 5 months ago, because when I get a product, I usually do the review like a month after, and now it's been like over 6 months. So today we got the Lenovo Yoga 99 14-inch, and we got it in the 4K model. So we about to go and check this thing out, see if it's worth it or not. Anyway, y'all know what we gotta do. Let's get into it. All right, so we got the Fiji water on deck, so you know I'm straight. I'm good to go. Let's get into this thing, man. All right, y'all, so I gotta say this again. Lenovo was actually cool enough to send this out to me. And like, you see the size of my channel, I'm not really that big at all. I'm a small YouTuber and they still send this to me, even with how long it took me to finally get this review done, even though there was like complications and all of that over time, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I had this thing over 6 months now. It's probably been like 7 months at this point, but 6 months sound better in the title, so I'm gonna just put 6 months. How long ago was March 30th, 2022?
It was 9 months ago.
You know what? We'll just call this the long-term review, all right? So for my long-term review of the 2022 Lenovo Yoga 99, let's see if this thing's worth it or not. So I'm looking on the Lenovo website right now. So for the 14-inch Yoga, wait, no, I don't want to provide feedback. For the Yoga 99 14-inch Intel Storm Grade with 16 gigs of RAM and a terabyte of storage on here, it's gonna run you $17,049.99. That's a decent amount of bread. I ain't never had a laptop that expensive. The most expensive laptop I had was, after taxes, $1,500, which was my Galaxy Book Flex. And I remember clearly because I used my Stimmy check on that. But yeah, you can pick it up at Best Buy, Lenovo right now, and you can probably even pick it up at other places like, you know, ABT Electronics, for example. That's out in like Chicagoland. I don't know if you got it in other states or not. I know when I drove out to Glenview, Illinois, which is about an hour drive from the Wisconsin border, you know, they had Lenovo laptops there, so I wouldn't be surprised. Now, they actually come with a decent amount of stuff in the box. So you actually get the laptop itself, you actually get this Lenovo pen that you charge via USB-C, and you get a case in here. So I thought that was dope that you get a case on here. I know you're spending a lot of money, but still, that's cool. And on top of that, it's like a high quality case too, so there's really no reason you need to get another case. Now, when I first got this laptop, I was like, okay, cool, Lenovo out here sending cases for the reviewers, and they was like, oh, goofy, this for everybody. I was like, all right, bet, cool. Now let's go and talk about the specs on this thing. Here you go. Or is it over here? I don't really remember. Like I do in my phone reviews, I don't like going over the specs, and I'm doing the same exact thing with this laptop here. So if you want to see the specs, look in one of these sides. I think it's over here, but it could be over here. So I'm gonna just point on both sides, and we'll see how it goes, all right? So yeah, the raw specs do look pretty impressive, but I don't care about the specs. I want to see how the actual laptop itself works. First up, let's go and talk about the design of the Yoga. So I'm not gonna front. I have seen better laptop designs, okay? I have seen better laptop designs, but at the same time, this do look pretty good. The bezels, while it ain't the thinnest thing I've ever seen, it is pretty thin. And looking on the back, for example, the Yoga design and the Lenovo, that does look pretty dope back there. On the front of the laptop and getting to the screen itself, the bezels, like I seen thinner, but they are pretty thin. The hinge actually got this like sound bar type thing going on with this, so just that alone is like really dope. I ain't seen that before. Looking at the keyboard and the trackpad, it's all spacious right there, and it's on the 14-inch design, so it's not gonna be like a full keyboard, nothing like that, but still good size right there. Now, this thing do get fingerprints, like kind of easy, so you're probably gonna have to bring around your microfiber cloth, but I mean, at the same time, it does clean pretty easy, so I'm not really tripping about that. And then if you look around the borders of the laptop, you have this like chrome shiny design right here, which I'm feeling. Looking on the back of the laptop, you just got this Lenovo Yoga text right there, just again subtle, but it looks pretty cool, just on the side like that. And the bottom of the laptop is just, well, the bottom. Now, as for the build quality of this, I ain't scratched this thing yet, so I mean, I guess that says enough for the build quality. Even though I keep it in the case, I really don't have any damage on here at all. It's like perfectly pristine condition. Now I take care of my stuff, all right? So I mean, that's to say right there, but at the same time, like I ain't really had no issues with this, even on the sides. If you move the lid around, you can feel the hinge, you can feel the hinge is tight. It's still tight to this day. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna continue with that, but probably not the best idea. So anyway, next up, let's go and talk about the portability of this thing. So I gotta say 14 inches is probably my favorite laptop size. So I've been with the 13 inches and I've been with the 15 inches, and it's kind of like a Goldilocks situation. You feel me? Like this is cool right here. And it's not gonna be a 16:9 screen like my Galaxy Book Pro over here, but it's gonna be like that wider aspect ratio. So you're gonna get a lot more content in, but you're gonna see like black borders on videos, which we'll talk about in a second. But overall, portability is dope on here. And I'm actually gonna be bringing this thing to CES in Vegas starting on January 2nd. That's where my flight leaves from, you know, was it Milwaukee? So I'm gonna really put this thing to the test. I haven't really flown anywhere with this yet, but I feel like this is gonna be cool. And it's not really too thick either. Like you have a decent amount of slimness to this for the power that you get and like the size and everything about it. it's still pretty portable. Now, it's not the most portable laptop I ever got. Like, I have my Galaxy Book Pro 360 over here again, which is mad slim. If you open this thing, it's a 13-inch, and as you can see it's like real tiny, light, like nothing wrong with this. This got some more weight to it, obviously, but for what it is, it's pretty light. Next up, let's go and talk about the speed up on here. So I gotta say right from the jump with the 16 gigs of RAM configuration and all that I got, this, like the price tag right here, I mean, it matches. This laptop right here easily got to be the fastest laptop that I've ever used, and probably the fastest computer that I've ever, well, no, that's a lie. I got my M1 Mac Mini, that's faster, I bet. But when I'm editing videos for YouTube and TikTok, when I'm doing website management and all that stuff, it don't give me no problems, no hiccups, no nothing. It just goes straight through it, no issues. But that's why I like this thing so much, because when I'm doing business work, because this is a business laptop, it get me through my tasks, no issues at all. This thing got an Intel Evo i7, which to be honest with y'all, don't mean a damn thing to me. But at the same time, I gotta say, like, this thing, performance issues, not a thing at all. Now we gonna have to see how it goes down the line, but for right now, we straight with it. National Police and Troopers is calling me while I got the feds sitting on my phone. If y'all call me about that speed ticket that Wisconsin State Patrol gave me, then I already paid it. Get off my phone. Next up, keyboard and the trackpad. So first up, let's go and talk about the trackpad. So trackpad's like big and spacious. I ain't got no issues with that. It's just like smooth, like it's dope. Pretty sure I use the Microsoft drivers, which again, don't really mean nothing to me, but I heard it's the best out there on a Windows laptop. As for the keyboard, again, it's spacious. I ain't got no issues with it, and it's pretty much perfect for me. Again, you ain't gonna get numbers here off to the side, but I ain't personally got a problem with that. And like the key travel and everything like that is decent. The clickiness it's alright. It's alright. But yeah, keyboard and trackpad, that's a go. Next up is that screen on here. So, whoo, child, let me tell you something real quick. I'm really feeling the size and the aspect ratio. Like, check this out real quick. I'm gonna put it next to my Galaxy Book Pro 360. So, we got 13 inches and then we got 14 inches over here. So, really feeling the aspect ratio. But yeah, the screen's vibrant and clear. It's not the brightest I've ever seen because it's an AMOLED, and AMOLED screens don't really get as bright as like LCD screens, but you know, it is what it is. Now, I say vibrant, but you can go in the settings and tweak it so you can make it more natural and like when you're editing pictures. And it surprised me how good this screen is. Like, I don't know what technology it uses, but it might be up there with Samsung screens like this one over here, the Galaxy Book. And on top of that, you got a 4K screen on here. That's a go. Now, as for gaming with the graphics and all that, realistically, this thing ain't even really meant for gaming, so you shouldn't even be looking at this. I'll do a separate video on how it works and all that, but like you could do light gaming with Fortnite, maybe stuff like that, but you ain't gonna be doing nothing crazy with this. This is meant for like business management and video editing and all that, not gaming. Next up, we gotta talk about battery life on here. Oh my God, like bro, this make me so mad. Basically, the battery life is just straight ass, all right? Like just keeping it real here, at least on the 4K option, and dead ass, it lasts me like maybe 3 to 4 hours max. And with HD, it gets a little better, but it ain't dramatic at all. Like, just check this out. So if you look at the screenshot right here, you can see here that the lid was closed for like 30 minutes, but this was on 1080p. So at 6:30 a.m., you can see that the battery life is at 100%. And if I go to 10:45 a.m., you can see that the laptop died on the 1920 by 1200 resolution. What the fuck is that? Like, for real though, like if I get my Galaxy Book Pro 360 over here, which I keep grabbing, but if you grab that thing, which just look how thin this thing is, right? That Galaxy Book still manages to get way better battery life than it does on this Lenovo Yoga 9.9, and for that price, that's crazy. So a lot of the time, I got to keep my charger around with me, and I actually had to get this thing replaced. So like even with the replacement, it didn't change nothing. So I mean, it wasn't my unit. It could be a Windows thing, but I feel like that's just straight up Lenovo. Like I can't get with that. Next up, let's go and talk about the speakers. I'm gonna go and play some music real quick on YouTube, and let's go pull up Chucky Beats. Max volume, we got this thing jumping right now. This is actually my live stream intro. Crazy. The speakers on here, crazy. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy that for a second. That's what I'm talking about. Truth be told, needless to say, these are the best speakers I ever heard in the laptop, man. And now let's go and talk about the webcam and the microphone. So I'll let y'all see it for yourselves. So this is gonna be the video and audio quality. We're recording in 1080p max on the Lenovo Yoga 9.9 14-inch. So let me know in the comments below what y'all think about this. There's no settings altered, none like that. It's just straight default stock settings. Looks decent. I mean, we're in bright ass lighting right now. I don't know, but let me know in the comments below. And also, you could do that. That's the privacy cam right there. Crazy. Now we're gonna go and talk about the things I like and dislike about this, and we're gonna start with the things I dislike. And the first thing that's gonna be, wait, hold up, let me go to my phone. All right, okay, fan noise. So sometimes when the fan comes on and it get loud, all right? Like it sounds like it's about to levitate off my table in a minute. Like I said that about the Galaxy Book and then a few other laptops, but this is the loudest laptop I ever heard. Like I have a video of it. If I can find it, I'll actually go ahead and put it in this video, but man, this thing is crazy loud. Next up, the fingerprint scanner right here is basically just useless bullshit. Like, it don't work. I would tell you that it probably worked for me 25 to 30% of the time, and most of the time I just end up using the facial recognition on here because this don't even work nothing. I don't know why. I'm like, folks, I re-registered my fingerprint I don't know how many times, and when I re-register it, it's like we already have a similar fingerprint in here. The fuck you want me to do? So yeah, fingerprint scanner right here is just straight trash. I updated all the drivers and everything. It don't work. Next thing I don't like is there's no media keys. So I know it's a business laptop and that don't really make sense, but there ain't even really any business keys on here that make sense to me. What we got on here? We got support, we have a lock button, we have a calculator. Really, the only useful things out here, which is on every laptop, is like the brightness and the volume and all that. Now, in all fairness, I will say though, it do got some useful buttons here on the keyboard. Like it has a performance button, which I use all the time. We have an audio profile button. Like we have decent options. Next up, there's only an Intel option. There's no AMD. That says enough. Next thing I don't like, ain't no magnets nowhere to be found on this laptop for the pen to actually stick on it. So again, I keep coming back to the Galaxy Book, but look at this. It's not the best location, but I mean, at least we got somewhere to put it. The S Pen actually got an option on the Galaxy Book. On here, there's nowhere for this Lenovo pen to go on here. So that's why when I actually use this laptop, I keep it in the case because there ain't nowhere else to keep it. So if I don't put it in here, I'm gonna lose it. And the last thing I don't like is that the Lenovo apps on here mostly are annoying, especially the assistant. I'll turn up the volume, they'll be like, are you sure you don't want to go ahead and use your voice to turn up the assistant next time on it? No. I don't. That shit is mad annoying. Lenovo, I know you can uninstall it and all that too because of Windows, but still, I still don't really fuck with that. That's mad annoying. All right, now let's go and talk about the things that I do like about this. So first up is the presence detection. So I'm gonna go and try this right now. I'm gonna go off camera and try to get in front of the laptop. Let's see if it does anything here. You see that right there? All I did was just get in front of the laptop and it turned on. Do y'all understand how clutch that is? Like all I gotta do is just look at my laptop and it unlocks with the facial recognition and all that. That is some of the dopest shit I've ever seen. I never had a laptop that did that for me before, but now that I got one that do, I don't want a laptop that doesn't. And it would have been cool, I guess, if there was only a fingerprint scanner, but now that we actually got facial recognition on here and we got the presence detection, that's crazy. So basically, whenever I go to my laptop, I don't even gotta press nothing. It just turned on for me. Next up is the face unlock. It's accurate and I'll be laying down in bed with the laptop sitting on my nightstand and it's just like easy, simple, unlocks every single time. I ain't got no issues with it. This is some of the best Windows Hello technology I've ever seen. Next thing I like is the physical privacy slider. For obvious reasons with the camera, it's just like, it gives you ease of mind, basically. With that being said though, I know y'all got ideas with this. Get off of Pornhub and get your money right, all right? Next thing I like is the FN key lock is by default. Samsung. Who would have thought of that? When I press the volume button, it actually changes the volume. I don't have to change the FN and all that. Next thing I like is, even though I just bashed on the Lenovo software, it's useful sometimes. Like there's this one feature where the webcam will actually follow you, kind of like, well, I don't even know what it's like, but it will actually keep you in the center wherever you're going. And I remember I did this in the live stream and I couldn't even figure out how to turn it off, but that was cool to see. I know you can turn it off though, I just couldn't figure it out. Next thing I like is that most of the time, like right now, the fans are quiet. I don't hear nothing coming from this right now. It's just them times where it's just loud. So if I go and lift this up right now, yeah, the fans ain't even running right now. I ain't really doing nothing, but at the same time, like, I like that. And on top of that, when it is going, it does have pretty good airflow. And the last thing I like is when you actually go to the Microsoft store, it'll actually give you, I think, 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for free. Now, like I just said, it's a business laptop. You're not supposed to be getting all that crazy stuff, but I still think that's pretty dope. Like if I go over here to the library, it actually lets me claim it right here, or if I go and click on more details, let me go and see real quick. You got Game Pass Ultimate here, and it actually expires in 2024, so I got plenty of time with this. So overall, can I recommend the Lenovo Yoga 9i in basically 2023, since this is when this video is going to get uploaded? If you're somebody like me that has a YouTube channel and you edit videos, or you have a business to manage and all that, and you need that power, yeah, I definitely say get this thing, especially because I'm one of them people that don't like desktops and being tethered to my desktop. I'd rather get like a real powerful laptop where I can actually go and plug it into my desk and then everything pop up. So if you need some real power and storage size and all that, this thing's gonna get you good. Like I love this laptop, man. And shout out to Lenovo, man, because they actually let me keep the laptop. So at first I wasn't supposed to keep the laptop, but they told me that I could. So that's real cool of them, especially for a laptop this expensive. And this is my first time with me working with them. That's crazy, all right? So shout out to you, Lenovo, for that. As y'all know though, if you watch my channel, me getting free products do not alter my opinion on the products. Like I said plenty of things that I got for free and I ain't recommended. I'm pretty sure I bashed like 2 or 3 Pixels. I remember I got sponsored once and I called it trash. Like there's plenty of examples. Just look at my channel. I think it was a Venkyo tablet or something like that. That was crazy right there. They sponsored my video and I still said it was trash, the worst tablet I ever used. So, I mean, But if you're just like a college student or you watch YouTube videos and all that, this is gonna be the worst 1,700 bucks that you ever gonna spend on a laptop, 1,800 bucks or whatever. At that point, I would recommend something like a Galaxy Book or even like one of them cheap Best Buy laptops. But with that being said, I'm gonna go and get up out of here, and I'm gonna try to get this up on New Year's. So if this is up on New Year's, Happy New Year's. But anyway, hopefully I enjoyed this, man. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, go and give this video a like. And if you really liked it, go and subscribe. But go and follow me on my social media at Eccentric on Instagram and Twitter, and Facebook, where Instagram and Twitter is the most active. Feels good to actually say that again now, man. Now that I got all my social media back, that's cool. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about the Lenovo Yoga 9i. It took me way too long to finally do this review, and well, we're finally done with it now. And also, let me know what you think about this camera. So we're recording with the S22 Ultra right now, if you didn't even know. So with all my videos, I record with the S10 5G. I just started recording with this S22 Ultra. So I've been real picky with my cameras. This is a good upgrade right here, especially with the 3x zoom. Y'all will see soon. But all right, y'all, let me go get up out of here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one then. Peace out.